of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Jameis Winston and the Indianapolis Colts.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Sanchez.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 554 yards in that game. And later, won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Second and 10.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 31. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And this time he is in. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown. On the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Carry from Marlon Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 15 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishment.
And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
You thought you had
and he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
Not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Jameis Winston sacked. A loss of 5.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Watch out for Hill on the return. A Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Indy set to go on offense once more. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
20. Colts, nothing.
First down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground.
Marlin.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Third and long for Winston. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete. This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
Mahomes' pass intercepted by the Colts.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any off.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And a Colts first down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. They'll try to throw now. Winston. They still can't get it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. 2nd and 5 from the 8. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And that is incomplete here. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. He's going to, well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Oh, it don't matter.
And
it don't
all
matter.
the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Colts take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. The toss here completed to Pittman. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The first down throw for Winston. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Play fake. Winston. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it first and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Harrison Butker.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Winston. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Winston. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Hill on the return. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Colts pick it up. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They chop that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But
and the Chiefs are going to get him.
Jameis Winston sacked. A loss of 5.
He's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Winston. And a quick throw here that's complete.
Winston's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he'll find Pittman. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a run with Mack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Number 19.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Jameis to throw it. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And a Colts 1st down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Chiefs 41, Colts 17.
Jameis now on 1st down. He dumps this off to Mack. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To the air again with Winston. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grover Stewart able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. That's a tough combination to defend. You know, Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field, so you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Indy set to go on offense once more, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Here's Winston. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Colts first down.
They'll throw again. Winston. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot.
And got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play.
And Winston lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
On the play.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Indianapolis.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. This one into the hands of Burton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And Pascal's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Colts.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike, check. 59. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Jameis again. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
32.
From the gun, Winston.
First down.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he's going to go down again.
Jameis Winston sacked.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.